working out. Okay. We are cold and dark in Vnukovo Airport. It is Umbrella, Umbrella, Whiskey, Whiskey. European airport codes make no goddamn sense. I have to say that the ones in the US are much nicer named. But we are flying in a retro Aeroflot livery. This entire flight actually is taking place in like 2014 or maybe 13 even, before everything went to shit. So that's what we're role playing as. That's what we're doing, and that's how we're sticking. That I'm sticking to it. So it's current year is 2023. Let me 2013. So I'm gonna actually just write that real quick here. Current year is 2013. Yeah, that's fine. Ew, that's an awful font. Okay, what if now? Alright, ready? Boom. Current year is 2013. I know that's not a very good like explanation of it, but I saw on VATSIM that there are a lot of controllers online for my route, so I decided, why not do it? And maybe we'll get to hear some Russian on the way, but although I kind of doubt it, to be honest. VATSIM tends to be pretty universally English speaking. Alright, so let's tune into ATIS. Actually, before we do that, let's actually get the plane going. So external power on, batteries on, APU, get that going. Check for the APU opening up. It's getting going. Alright, APU is about ready to party. Let's get the ADIRs going. Turn on crew supply oxygen, and let's make it a little bit chillier. It is a hot one today. Okay. Turn on the logo light. And let's get the APU bleed on before I forget. Okay, so now I think we're ready to board our, let's just go through the checklist here. Cockpit preparation, gear pins and covers, check. Fuel quantity, we'll check that right now. Our flight plan calls for a total of 5,273 in the block. I think, is that just 5 tons of fuel? I'm not sure. So we'll check on that in a moment. Yes, 5,300 kilograms of fuel. We got the, god damn it, I keep doing instant on that one. Anyway, let's get the jet bridge going. The cargo, the baggage truck, catering truck. It's a short flight today, but we are going to serve some snacks. We've got the jet bridge here, and we can start the, I think the fuel truck has left, right? Fuel truck is left, so we can start boarding the passengers. We have, let's make it 145 passengers, which will, no, I guess we're gonna do a full flight. So, there we go. Let's start boarding. And we will go back to our checklist. Fuel quantity, seat belts, ADRs, barrel ref. We don't have the barometer reference. We'll check that in just a second. Let's tune into ATIS and see what it says. UUWW ATIS. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can. Alright. Where's ATIS? Is there no ATIS? Local aid of ATIS information uniform. Expect ILS approach runway 24. Dry friction coefficient decimal 0.6.65 measured by SFT departure runway 24. Runway 24. So departure 24. And uniform. Transition level is 120. Bird strike hazard in vicinity of aerodrome. Cool. Wind 220 at 3. No. Yeah. Yeah, wind 220 at 3. Temperature 22. And QNH is 11012. Okay, so let's get our barometer set here. Set that to HG. I still don't know how this is supposed to be set correctly. Alright, so 1012 actually, it's 1012. Alright, so our barometer reference. Okay, so now let's get our flight. Actually, let's before we do that, let's get our flight set up here. Change code, no, nothing, no problem. Data, init, request. Let's get the uplink going here. Alrighty, so initial. Go to 0 fuel weight. So our zero fuel weight is 6180, and our coefficient of gravity is center of gravity, not coefficient of gravity. Center of gravity is 3298. So that's 60.1 and 32 point, well, let's do 33. So 60.1, 33. All right, and what's our fuel block? We can find that actually on, we could do that there, but it's also on our OFP. So our fuel block is 5273. 5273. Nope, not allowed. Why not? It's 3.1. I don't know what that means. I wish I should probably know. But anyway. Cost index cruise is flight level 34 is what we're actually going to request. Let's see. Init fuel predictions. Great. Performance. Get to that in a second. Yeah, actually, let's do that now. So we'll go to the calculator. Runway, what did we say? Runway 24. Wind is 3. 220. 3. 22 Celsius. 10, 12. And our takeoff weight is 6180. Great. Thrust flex. Calculate. Let's fill in the data from the OFB and now calculate. Aha! That's how you do it. So V1, V2, VR and V2 are basically 152, 153, 153 at a flaps 1 departure and a flex to temp of 67 degrees. Alright, let's do that now. So 152 slap 153 153. Flex to temp is 60 degrees. What did we say our transition altitude was? It's 12,000 feet. Flaps 1. Excellent. Alright, so we have, that's our performance. Let's go to program. That's fine. Rec max, recommended max is, yeah, so we shouldn't go above that. Alright, we don't need to do that. Let's go to the flight plan. I don't think we have, do we have a departure? Let's go into the da-da-bo, ba-da-bo. Sunun 3, is that the departure? I'll check the map here. WW. Departure. Fine. No, it's not here. Hang on. Let's check SimBrief. But what? Okay, Sunun, which one? Sunun 3D. Sunun 3D departure. That leads off of runway 24, which is probably this one. So runway 24 to WW. Yeah, so okay, let's do that. So from UUW, departure, runway 24, and then we'll go down. Sunu 3D. Sunu 3D departure. Insert. Let's fucking go, baby. Do we have a discontinuity? We do. Alright, that's fine. Fuel predictions. We should be good on fuel predictions. We already entered this. We'll check here. Yes, that's fine. Secondary flight plan. We don't have a secondary flight plan because that doesn't exist. Alright. I think we are about ready to call in for our departure. Or at least our clearance. Boo. There is no clearance. So there are 2 towers. Uniform So I don't know which tower to use. Let's see if radar tells us. Doesn't specify. We'll try with the first tower first, and then if that one doesn't work, then we'll do that one next. Alright, let's listen in. Look up a tower. Mic check. Okay, what time is it? Let's see. I can't hear shit. Let's try that again. The pilot. Just restart the pilot. Connect. Connect. We already did the flight plan. Tower.
Of operation, expect ILS approach runway 24 left drive.
Okay, so that works at least. All right, so before we do anything else, let's get our predictive wind shear on. That on. That is on. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's see. How are we doing on the load up? Just about wrapping up here. So about 20 more passengers to go and we should be all finished up. So give that a second and then we'll call for clearance. Is this still not fucking working? Please. What is our flight number?
Внуково вышка, добрый вечер, Нордвинд 205, предполетная.
Нордвинд 205, Внуково старт, здравствуйте, 65.
20.05, спасибо, информация Юниформ на борту, разрешите вылет согласно полетному плану в Пулково.
Нордвинд 205, разрешаю вылет согласно полетному плану, работает по 24, установлен 3 дельта, схема выхода, первоначальный набор 7000 футов, звук 27.35.
Yeah, I was briefly considering doing...
Вылет согласно полетному плану разрешили, в работе ВПП 24, схема выхода установлен 3 дельта, первоначальный набор 7000 футов, ответчик 27.35, Нордвинд 205.
Нордвинд 205, половина правильно, набор проект Нордвинд 2024, решаю предварительно по 24, прям по виске или по 2.
I was considering trying to talk to ACC in Russian, but I have no idea. I'm frightened enough of the phraseology in English. I don't want to do that shit. Okay, boarding is completed. Let's disconnect the jet bridge. Services. Disconnect the jet bridge. Goodbye, jet bridge. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on
But
behalf
yeah,
of myself,
what
your captain, the first
fucking. Where am I?
I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front.
I didn't write down my stand number. Sad. Oh, it says 110. Okay, stand 110. Thank goodness. VATSIM radar is sick. Look, it says I'm
through the cabin shortly with a very important safety
says
briefing.
that I'm
We do ask
at
that you give them your full,
110,
undivided attention as they
which
review the safety operations of the
doesn't
Airbus aircraft.
make a ton
We
of
do appreciate
sense.
your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
What are we doing here? So. Oh wait, hang on a second. We have the charts. I don't need that nonsense. So, taxi, airport, parking stands. Am I not at Terminal A? I am at Terminal A.
Дельта 101, проверка связи. Дельта 101 опять. Запрашиваю разрешение на выталкивание и запуск Дельта 101. Дельта 101, выталкивание и запуск решают, точка запуска 5, QNH 10-12. После запуска установить QNH 10-15, Дельта 101. Дельта 101, ошибка QNH 10-12, АСИС информация Виктор.
Victor? ATIS has changed. Alright, so let's get new ATIS.
АСИС информация Виктора Дельта 101. РДС 2024, новый маршрут руления, Виски, X-Ray, ЗО, Альфа 3.
Okay, so QNH still changes.
Виски, X-Ray, ЗО, Альфа 3, РДС 2024.
Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to call for clearance, although I am very frightened because people are going to judge me and then they're going to, then they're going to just find out what my real name is and then just say, this guy fucked up his clearance delivery or clearance request on the internet because he's a dweeb. Because that's a completely rational thought to have. Anyway. So. Let's see who we have. We still have only Vnukovo Tower. Vnukovo Tower Aeroflot 6803 with information Victor requested clearance to Pulkovo Airport in St. Petersburg.
Toho 6803 Tower, all you clear to Pulkovo Southwest runway 24, 713 Delta departure, inch 7000, squawk 27, correction 2171.
Aeroflot 6803 cleared to Pulkovo via the Snodo 3 departure, 7000 initial climb, and 2171 for squawk code. Did I get that right?
Fort 6803 negative, squawk 2171.
2171 for the squawk code.
Fort 6803 and Sunon 3 Delta departure.
And the Suno 3 Delta departure. Thank you. And our initial altitude is 7,000 still?
Confirm.
Thank you.
Родин 2024, новый маршрут руления Виски, X-Ray, ЗО, Альфа 3.
Okay, so our Dub.
Виски
Wasn't
X-Ray
too bad.
Zula Alpha 3, Red Wings 2024.
Alright, so we're 2171. 2171. We're gonna go to Tara. We're gonna turn it on. That's fine. Okay, so we are now in mode C, which is good. Let's see. Alright, we have our initial ascent to 7,000. And our Suno 3D departure. Suno 3D departure. Okay. Let's get the what is it? Hotspots. Is this what I want? No. Parking stands. Nope. Okay, here we go. So, hotspot 4, hotspot 3.
Внуковая вышка, здравствуйте. Победа 405 на прямой ВПП 24.
По 405, внуковая посадка, здравствуйте. Ветер размыли 230 градусов, 3 метра в секунду. По 24 посадку разрешаю.
Посадку разрешили, победа 405.
Red 2024 на прямой, борт удаление 7 километров. Boeing 737-800, авиакомпания Победа, наблюдаете?
Подержать, Red Wings 2024.
Red 2024 за заходящим бортом Boeing 737-800, авиакомпания Победа, занимайте дополнительно, не ждите, УП-24 за заходящим.
За бортом Победы после посадки занимаем дополнительный и ждем Red Wings 2024.
Нортвенд 205, разрешите выталкивание запуска.
Норвен 205, выталкивание запуска хорошо, точка запуска 7.
Okay.
Выталкивание запуска разрешили, точка запуска 7, Нортвенд 205.
Nuclear Towers, Aeroflot 6803, requesting pushback and start.
Airport 603, hold position, expect push in 2-3 minutes.
Expecting push in 2-3 minutes. Thank you. 6803.
Nuclear Tower, здравствуйте, Qatar 4 Challenger with information. Victor, I'd like to request clearance to abort Kubo, please.
Qatar 4 Challenger, дежурит Nuclear Tower, hello, you're clear to Pulk West, Falcon, runway 24, 713, Delta departure initially 7,000, and squawk 154.
Clear destination is fine, runway 24, initial 7,000, Suno 3 Delta to 1542 in a box, Qatar 4 Challenger.
Qatar 4 Challenger, это Red Box.
Why don't we just wait until we get our Oppa? Oh. No, we just that's just a strobe light which I turned on because I'm an idiot. Now we just wait for our permission to push back. I believe over there is the runway. But yeah, over there is the runway, so we're probably gonna get told to push back like this and then go that way.
Флайт 405, добро пожаловать во Внуково, спасение вправо по Альфа 10. Дельта 101, запрашиваю разрешение на руление к 24-й полосе. Дельта 101, разрешаю предварить МП-24 прямо по виске Альфа-2. Дельта 101, разрешили предварительные прямо по виске Альфа-2. Раздвинется 224, ветер из 230 градусов 3 метра в секунду, МП-24 разрешаю взлет, после работы внуковый круг на шесте 123,4. Хорошего вечера.
ВПП 24 взлет взлет разрешили, после взлета 23,4 внуково контроллер из 24.
Дельта 101, по возможности ускорьте руление.
Победа 405, освободитель ВПП по Альфа-10.
По 405, добро пожаловать во Внуково, справа по Майк-2, пересекатель P0119, Майк-1, X-Ray, стоянка номер 50.
The Russians use the native phonetic alphabet in...
Рулим по Майк-2, пересечение 1.19, далее Майк-1, X-Ray Zulu, стоянка 37, победа 405.
405, ошибка, стоянка 50.
50, победа 405.
Подтверждаю. Airport 6, 803, push and start approach, start point 5, QNH 1012.
Push and start approved. Moving to holding point 5. Aeroflot 6803.
Airport 6, negative, start up point 5.
Can you say again, please, for Aeroflot 6803?
Airport 6, pushback and start up approved on start up point 5.
Start at point 5. Pushback and start approved. Aeroflot 6803.
Дельта 101, занимать исполнительную П-24. Дельта 101, занимать исполнительную П-24.
Victor with our Qatar 4 Charlie Jeanette, we have Victor stand 6-3 ready to start up, no pushback required.
Qatar 4 Charlie Jeanette, start up on set.
Start up approved for Charlie Jeanette.
Okay, let's see what he was saying. Point 5. We have...
Дельта 101, ветер 230 градусов 3 метра в секунду, П-24 разрешаю взлет, после отработки внукового круг на высоте 123,4. Хорошего вечера. Ветер приняли, после взлета работаем 4, Дельта 101.
Either way, I need to get some clarity before we go to pushback. I just messaged because I just literally can't hear what he said. Start point 5.
Нортленд 205, готово к рулению.
Нортленд 205, решаю предварительно П-24 прямо по виске Альфа-2.
Разрешили предварительно ПП-24 прямо по виске Альфа-2, Нортленд 205.
What the hell is that? What is start point 5? I am a little bit lost here. but we will have to see what it says.
Ну, клубушка, дайте на прямой ВП-24.
Аэрофлот 240, Миколас, посадка, добрый вечер, ветер 230 градусов, 3 метра в секунду, ВП-24, посадка разрешаю.
Посадку разрешили, аэрофлот 240. Куда приняли?
Okay. I see. We need to push back to this point, and that's where we start the engine. Okay, so there is a start point 5. Okay, fine. So we can now push back. And I think that's start point 5 there. Pushback system on.
Норон 205 напрямую, П-24, Airbus 320, компания Аэрофлот, наблюдаете?
Нет, не наблюдаем.
Норон 205, визуальный контакт доложите.
Визуальный контакт доложен. Норон 205.
Okay, tug is attached. Alright, let's turn on the seatbelt sign.
Визуальный контакт Airbus 320.
Норон 205, занимайте полностью П-24.
Okay.
Занимаем исполнитель ВП-24, Нортвен 205.
We are moving, baby. Let's do a bit of a zoom here.
Победа 405 на стояночном, стоянка 50. Спасибо за контроль, хорошего вечера, до свидания. 405, добро пожаловать во Внуково, хорошего вечера.
So we get pushed all the way the fuck back there, and then we start from there. Okay, that's fine.
Аэрофлот 240, освобождение вправо, Альфа 10.
Аэрофлот 240, освобождаем по Альфа 10. Справа.
Okay, so we have to go all the way back here before we can start engines.
Аэрофлот 240, освободили по Альфа 10.
Аэрофлот 240 понял, продолжать вправо по Майк 2.
Справа по Майк 2, Аэрофлот 240.
Норон 205, это ветер земли 230 градусов, 3 метра в секунду, П-24 разрешают. После отработки Внуково круг на 123,4.
Okay. Alright.
Ветер приняли, ВП-24, взлет разрешили, после взлета Внуково круг 123,4. Спасибо за контроль,
Okay,
до свидания,
so
Нортвен
let's turn on
205.
APU bleed. APU bleed is on. Let's turn on the fuel pumps. Go down here to turn the engine mode selector to norm. Sorry, to ignition start. Let's turn on engine 2. And have some life. This is a really cool livery. Back into the cockpit, and we need to wait until we have 20% on N1 before we start engine 1. In the meantime, let's go back to our checklists. So before start, we took care of those. Beacon is on. Anti-ice as required, not required. ECAM status. Extreme.
полосы номер 19 по Майк-2.
Альфа 240, пересекайте по номеру 19,
Так.
продолжайте Майк-1, X-Ray, Зулу, стоянка номер 51.
Let's do about one up here.
Пересечение разрешили, стоянка номер
Reset the rudder
51
trim.
по Майк-2.
Completed.
Good day for Charger, ready to taxi.
Transport
control.
Charger, taxi holding point runway 24, door right via Zulu, X-Ray, Whiskey, Alpha 2.
Zulu X-ray Whiskey altitude holding point 24 for challengement.
Внуку, старт, вечер добрый. Нордвик 1256, во внуку
Всё,
стоянка
check.
162, формация виски на борту, запрашиваем ли согласно плану Казань.
Андреас 56, Николас, старт, здравствуйте, ожидаю.
Rudder. And brakes.
Ожидаем 1256.
Okay.
Альфа 240 на Зулу будет пересекать слева направо Airbus 308 с авиакомпании Qatar Airways, борт пропустить.
Flaps.
Спускаем борт
Flaps.
Qatar
This is
Airways
one.
на пересечении дорожек. По 200.
And let's get
482, Николас,
two. And one going rather. Alright. We should be ready to copy taxi instructions.
Ну-ка, посадка ТР-382 Анна, на прямой 24, посадки готов.
So let's take a look at
482 Анна,
this.
Накол, посадка, добрый вечер, ветер земли 230 градусов, 3 метра в секунду, по 24, посадку разрешаю.
ПП-24, посадку разрешили, ТР-382.
Ровно 1356, план разрешаю в работе в ПП-24, ну, каком 3 дельта схемы выхода, первоначальный набор 7000 футов, сквук 2174.
Good engine start. Here we go.
Роли, согласно плану, разрешили в работе полоса 24, выходим к огонь 3 дельта, первоначальный набор 7000, сколько 2174, 1356.
Ровно 1356, поняли правильно, по готовности выталкивания и запуск разрешаю на 32-ю точку запуска.
You can now turn off.
По готовности на 32-ю точку запуска разрешили Норвег 1356.
Moko Tower, Aeroflot 6803, ready to taxi.
Airflow 6803, taxi to hotel point runway, the runway 24, back strike and continue. Whiskey and Alpha 2.
Runway 24 via Whiskey and Alpha 2. I think there was a third instruction?
Back track approved. And Airport 6803, disregard.
Okay. So is Whiskey here? Oh, it is. Okay.
Троцкий 985, Николас, здравствуйте, услышал основную перспективе,
Alright,
break Троцкий 985, Николас, our hall, reduce 0.5, break Ютер 382, продолжайте УП 01, далее вправо Майк 1.
It's TA only.
Право на Майк-1, ТР-382 Анна.
Троцкий 985 на 5.
Связок 985, запрашивали согласно плану информацию никто. Так,
Архив 985, решаю, будет согласно полетному плану в работе в ПП-24 с номером 3 Дельта 7 выход, завершаем набор 7000 футов, сквок 2173.
Будет согласно плану разрешили полоса в работе 24 по схеме 3 Дельта, первоначально 7000 футов, сквок 2173, Свердловский 95.
Справки 985, поняли, правильный брейк ЕТР 382 Анна, добро пожаловать в Москву, стоянка номер 3, стоянка номер 14, прямо по Майк 1, X-Ray Виски.
Прям Мак-1, X-Ray Виски, танк 14, это 382 Анна.
So I don't. I
Battery
just,
4, V230 degrees 3 meters per second, runway 24,
we need to get to
correction, disregard.
okay. Park and brake off. Whiskey.
Category 4 Charlie Juliet on final runway 2477 kilometers on final Boeing 737-800 ETR Air Company Airport Visual Contact.
We're visual for charging it.
Category 4 Charlie Juliet behind landing traffic, line up and wait runway 24 behind.
Line up and wait 24 behind the landing traffic
Get it.
for charging.
What's happening here? I think we did a fucky wucky. We're just gonna push back more. Annoying, but do 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 do.
Всем бортам, ну хвост. Вышка заканчивает свою работу, прослушивать едиником на частоте 122.8. All station, no call tower, closing sound, monitoring on 122.8.
I think we disappointed him.
All station, contact nuclear radar on 123.4. Всем бортам, работайте в nuclear круг на шоссе 123.4.
I'm sure that's not the right way to do it, but I don't even see a line now. Okay. Tug is not attached. Let's not kill those nice folks. Okay, come on. Let's get out of this airport. Let's go. just... I guess, yeah. All right, so let's do it. Oh, we're taxiing. Let's turn on auto brakes. Set the... Okay. Alpha 2, 2. Runway. See here. Okay, so now I think we can reach out to approach. Is that the runway? Or is that just what? No. That's the runway. Okay. Alright, so let's call and say we're short of runway 24. Look of approach. This is Aeroflot 6803. We are holding short of runway 24.
Aeroflot 6803 with Monocle radar, hello, wind 230 degrees 3 meters per second, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. Thank you very much. Aeroflot 6803.
Ну, круг ветер дорогой, Нордленд 1356. Разрешите запуск на стоянке для нас?
Нордленд 1356, ну круг, здравствуйте. Вы на стоянке стоите, вам не потребуется выталкивание? По моим данным, с этой стоянки можно только назад.
Okay. Hang on. We just gotta check the checklist here. Cabin ready.
Qatari 4, Sierra, Julia, climb 10,000 feet.
Copy 10,000, Qatari 4, Charlie Juliet.
Qatari 4, Charlie Jules, by seat.
We'll climb via SID to 10,000 for Charlie Juliet.
Нордленд 1356.
1356 ответил.
Нордленд 1356, по моей информации, с вашей стоянки можно только назад. Вы уверены, что вы готовы запускаться и рулить самостоятельно?
Разрешите выталкивание 1356.
Нордленд 1356, выталкивание разрешает, точка запуска 32.
32 точка запуска, спасибо, 1356.
Около круг, Свердлов 25, стоянка 20, запрашиваю выталкивание запуска.
Okay, let's go. Alright, apply a little bit of downward pressure on the stick. 80 knots.
Россия 6003, разрешаю прямо, Рарук. Россия 6003. Россия 63, прямо на Рарук.
positive rate. Gears coming up. Why not? Okay, there we go. We have our takeoff. Our
Aeroflot 6803 climbed 10,000 feet via SID.
10,000 feet via SID. Aeroflot 6803. Okay, and we're good.
Около круга сверху 25.
Let's just make
Россия
sure we have...
6003, текущую приборную доложите.
Yes, everything is all set, so... That's right.
Добрый вечер. Good evening. Rushiva 6947. Descending to flight level 130.
Россия 6947, descent 6,000 feet, QNH 1011, expedite descent.
6,000 feet, QNH 1011. Rushiva 6947. Thank you. Turkish 3104, local established.
Alright, and we're off.
Turkish 3104, wind 230 degrees kilometers per second, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, Turkish 3104.
Qatari 4 Charlie Juliet, monitor Яником 122 have a nice flight.
Over 1228, Qatari 4 Charlie Jet, спасибо большое за контроль доставки.
Okay, so let's see. Alright, well, I guess we're going to be flying on Unicom here, because I think even Moscow Center went to sleep.
Около круга сверху.
Россия 6003, приборную доложите свою.
Bummer.
230 узлов, Россия 6003. Россия 6003, до команды 260 поддерживайте, пожалуйста. До команды 260, Россия 60.
Whoops.
Россия 6947, expedite descent to 6000.
Expedite now descent. Thank you very much. 6947.
Nice. We're about to leave his airspace. Do we have a speed restriction here? Wow, okay.
1356, готов к предварительному 24 ВПП.
Norland 1356, предварительный ВП-24 разрешаю по X-Ray Whiskey Alpha 2.
Have some coffee.
X-Ray Whiskey Alpha 2 разрешили предварительно 24 Norland 1356.
Ёлки-палки.
Свердловский 985, вы пишете, вы не можете голосом?
Я могу голосом, но почему-то, не знаю, уже несколько раз называю вас Свердловский 95.
Я просто не слышал вас ночью, кстати. Одну секунду.
Okay. Let's turn off the seatbelts. And now that we're going above 10,000.
Россия 985, простите, Свердловский 985, вы можете микрофончик чуть погромче сделать, потому что иногда, видимо, это перебивает меня с других каналов, и я просто не слышал.
Сейчас попробую Свердловский 985.
Пока настраиваете Свердловский 985, выталкивание запуска разрешаю, точка запуска 15.
Выталкивание запуска разрешили, Свердловский 985, стоянка, точка запуска 15.
Да, сейчас слышу вас гораздо лучше, и склок 1523, подтвердите.
Склок 1523, Свердловский 985.
Turkish 3104, runway located.
Turkish 3104, taxi Alpha 9, Mike 2, cross 0119er, Mike 1, X-ray, whiskey, stand at your choice.
Turkish 3104, taxi holding speed controls, Alpha 9er, Charlie cross runway, Mike 1, Mike whiskey.
Россия 69er 47, clear direct Raruk.
Direct Raduk, thank you very much. Россия 69.
Россия 6003, снижайтесь 2500 футов, как опубликовано, разрешаю вас заход в ВП-24.
2500 футов, как опубликовано, и реши исход в ВП-24. Россия 6003.
So, let's wait until the descent of the radar, it's called, right? Muko radar? Yeah, Muko Krug gives us clearance to leave the channel. Muko radar, Aeroflot 6803, are we clear to our filed altitude?
Aeroflot 6803, my apologies, my Unicom 122.8.
Окей, спасибо вам большое. Alright, over to Unicom. And let's remove our altitude as desired. So it should be able to take us now to 340. File. So why doesn't VNAV seem to do it? Hang on. Oh. Okay. I guess we have to manually. I don't know, it's annoying. Anyway, so we are off. We are flying to St. Petersburg. Let's have a look outside, shall we? Wow. Look at that scenery. Sure is a lot of planes. Let's see. I don't think a lot of people quite understand how big Moscow is, but Moscow's huge. Yep, past our transition altitude. So we can now Alright, let's check our top of descent here. Sync. Actually, we need to look at the stars for beauty. And what's our intended approach? That's not it. 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 Okay. Alright. What the hell? Genpa 1V arrival, okay. So where are our constraints? So Genpa is at flight level 160. Zero. Calculator top of descent. It's going to be 34,000 feet at 160. Yeah, 57 nautical miles before the target. We're still on the Sunan departure. We have ways to go before Genpa. So we can see. Has a flight level 160. FL 160. Man. Okay. Alright, so let's settle in. We're gonna go up to our cruising altitude now. That's filed. About an hour left on our flight. Chasing an A380, which is hilarious. That thing is moving. That's the Qatari airplane that we heard earlier. Why aren't we? Oh, shit. So flying a domestic flight in an A320, which is in 2013, it's a perfectly reasonable thing to do. I don't know. Facing some crosswinds here. Look at where we're pointing and where we're going. It's pretty good. What? Just an easy flight now. Arriving in Buffalo in about 30 minutes. How far away is just gonna set that right there. What? Okay, so we're gonna hit our cruise altitude there. So yeah, we have. Okay, so airplane says that we need to start descent at Ditot, which is cool. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so. Damn, the A380 is moving fast. Oh no. We just lost nuclear radar. have a look. Bring it in here for you. My 0 viewers. So here's us. We are making great strides. That A380 is moving very quickly. We have no chance of catching him. But it is what it is. Let's have a look at our fuel. Plenty of fuel left. Almost a ton and a half. We're using 50 kilograms a minute. Almost a ton and a half. Sorry, almost a ton and a half used. We have 3.7 tons remaining and 50 kilograms a minute in usage. Let's SFS camera button. Wow. Okay. Alright, we are now at our cruising altitude, and we will be here for just a little while longer before it's time to descend.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, Captain speaking. We just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating to the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Wow, what? I don't know what the difference is. Gen P1, right? There's our flight plan. Gen P1, Genbot. Well, that's not right. Okay, so landing gear. Landing gear. That's what you would. I mean, that's what it would scream if you were to. Oh, 60 nautical miles remaining. Is it 1945 Zulu? Really? No? Oh, I think that's when we were arriving. Holy cow! The crosswinds are getting crazy. Yeah, get there just as it said. Who's that? 129. Are we really? Oh shit, we are entering their airspace. Okay, so 129, 250.
Sorry, 4 Charlie Juliet, clear direct Obari.
Direct Obari, 4 Charlie Juliet.
Petersburg Control, this is Aeroflot 6803 at flight level 340 in A32NX.
Aeroflot 6803, Petersburg Control, WH radar contact, Gempa 1 Bravo arrival.
Camp 1 Bravo arrival for Aeroflot 6803.
Aeroflot 6803, fly Mach decimal 79er, and when ready, descend flight level 140.
140, flight level 140 and Mach 0.79 for Aeroflot 6803. I mean, we were flying basically 079. Okay. So I guess that's shit. Typical control. This is Aeroflot 6803. Can you say again the flight level?
Aeroflot 6803, when ready, descend flight level 140.
Flight level 140. Thank you. Aeroflot 6803.
Transsoviet 073, monitor advisory 122.8, good night. Out.
So let's get to flight level 140. Check speed mode. Let's check ATIS. Transition is alright, so ATIS information H. H 28. I have to know that. Transitions.
Aeroflot 6803, fly Mach decimal 76.
Mach decimal 76 for Aeroflot 6803.
Airbridge 183, fly Mach decimal 77.
Mach decimal 77, average F103. And Airbridge cargo 183, request descent.
Average cargo 183, roger, descend flight level 160.
Descent flight level 160, Airbridge cargo 183.
Let's check speed.
Qatari 4, Charlie Juliet, contact Petersburg, approach 119.3. Good night.
10903, Qatari 4, Charlie Juliet, good night. I don't know. Not a ton of info there, but anyway, we're going down to 140.
Airflot 2839er, speed 290 knots. 290 knots. Average cargo 183, speed 270 knots.
Speed 270 knots, British Cargo 183.
Aeroflot 6803, speed 270 knots.
Speed 270 knots, Aeroflot 6803.
Aeroflot 2839er, direct to Obari.
Okay, let's have the approach here. Actually, I'll open up my other screen. What? Please don't change that. Airports. Charts. Star. Bravo. Wow. Gampa 1 Bravo arrival.
Average cargo 183, turn right heading 355.
Right heading 355, British Cargo 180.
So,
Aeroflot 6803, speed 250 knots, turn right heading 010.
250 knots, heading 1, mistaken the heading for Alpha 6803.
Aeroflot 6803, heading 010.
Heading 010 for Aeroflot 6803. I don't know what the hell just happened here.
Average 183, turn left heading 300.
Left heading 300, British 183.
There is radar.
Aeroflot 6803, turn left heading 325.
Left heading 325, Aeroflot 6803.
Level 278. Airflot 2110, Petersburg Control, WVH radar contact, climb flight level 350. Climb flight level 350, Airflot 2110. Airflot 239er, contact Petersburg, approach 119.3, good night.
119.3, доброй ночи, пока-пока, good night.
Airbridge cargo 183, speed 250 knots, descend flight level 140.
Speed 250 knots, descend flight level 140, Airbridge cargo 183.
Airflot 6803, turn left heading 300.
300, Aeroflot, it's 6803. Is that the A380 over there ahead of us? Sure looks like it. For a dogleg approach? Or are you gonna vector us back in here? Transition altitude is 5,000 feet, so what a ways to go.
Average cargo 183, thanks for your help. Resume navigation direct to Obari.
Resume navigation direct to Obari, average cargo 180. Airbridge cargo 180, I'm sorry to disconnect it, there's something wrong with our capacity.
Airbridge cargo 183, no problem, direct to Obari, descend flight level 130. Aeroflot 6803, direct to Obari, resume navigation.
Direct to Obari, resuming our navigation, Aeroflot 6803. We need to get down to 3,500 feet. And then there. Obari. And delete the discontinuity. And we're done.
Airflot 6803, thanks for your help. Contact Petersburg approach 119.3. Good night.
119.3 for Petersburg approach. Thank you for your help. Good night.
Сейчас их вообще нет в схеме, то есть там нет ни 250, ни 270. У вас самолет будет ругаться, но ничего там страшного нет, пожалуйста, 270. Хотя...
Да тут больше не про локальное, тут больше про воздушное пространство. Ну и Союз тоже ругаться будет не хотелось бы.
Ну хорошо, а 2039, тогда в таком случае 250 у Золотого.
250, спасибо большое, Аэрофлот 2869.
Petersburg approach, this is Aeroflot 6803, coming through flight level 120 for 3,500 feet.
Airflot 6803, Petersburg approach, hello, identified, runway 28 left, information hotel, descent, flight level 50.
Down to 50 flight level, Aeroflot 6803.
We confirm for Qatar for Charger, we clear for the approach.
Qatar 42, affirm, you're cleared for ILS Zulu approach, runway 28 left.
Cleared LS Zulu, runway 28 left for Charger.
Okay. Petersburg control, Petersburg approach, okay. See, it's not
Qatar
speed.
42, Juliet, contact Pulkovo Tower, 118.7. Have a good landing, bye-bye.
Over 187, Qatar for Charger, спасибо большое за контроль, до свидания.
Хорошего вечера, до свидания.
Спасибо.
Аэрофлот 2839, снижайтесь 2500 футов, QNH 1008.
Снижаемся 2500 футов, QNH 10, Аэрофлот 2839.
Airport 6803, free speed.
Free speed Aeroflot. Did you say safe speed Aeroflot 6803?
Confirm.
250 knots.
Airport 6803, free speed for you.
Free speed, got it. Thank you. Aeroflot 6803, free speed.
Окей. Аэрофлот 2839, скорость потребная.
Скорость потребная, разрешите заход, пожалуйста, авария Юзмейер, Аэрофлот 2839.
Как угодно. Аэрофлот 2839, разрешаю Илзул заход, П-28 левая.
Разрешили заход, Илзул П-28 левая, Аэрофлот 2839.
Так. Okay. Transitions. 5K still. That's about it. That's gonna be good for us. Alright, so we are now just a few minutes out of the airport. These next few minutes are going to be pretty critical. Oh, there we go. Broke cloud cover. There's St. Petersburg. I think that must be it, right? It's probably there. Anyway, we're at flight level 2, flight level 5000, flight level 50. Ёпт твою мать. I don't know what that is. It's foreboding. Oh, maybe that's just a scratch. Okay. We should probably go to 250 because we're under 10,000 feet.
Slava Government 002, contact Petersburg Control 129.250, bye-bye.
129.250, Slava Government 002, bye.
Аэрофлот 2839 на битве успеете снизить 2500?
Так, точно, Аэрофлот 2839.
Вас понял.
Так, be free. 2,500 for be free. Okay, so we need to basically start dropping a lot of speed. So when we get to Obadi, which is 17, 18 miles away, we need to drop 1,500 feet. These are armed ground spoilers. Okay, let's do our checklist. Approach, barometer reference, seatbelts are on. We need to set our minimums.
Airport 6803, descend 3,500 feet, QNH 1008, clear. ILS Zulu approach, runway 28 left.
Descending to 3,500 feet, QNH 1008, 28 left approach via ILS 28 left approach for Aeroflot 6803.
Thank you.
Okay, down to 3,500 feet.
Ой.
Аэрофлот 2839, работайте полковая вышка, 118,7 мягкой посадки.
Okay, that's our transition altitude.
До него благодарю за великолепный контроль. Доброй ночи. До свидания, Аэрофлот
So,
2839.
10,008.
Доброй ночи, до свидания.
Set our minimums. Uh, 2,000, okay. Perf phase 1008. Temperature 13. .180 at 2. 2. And then 2,000. Whoopa. It's too much. There. Okay. Alright, we can now turn on approach mode. We don't have to fly a Cat 3 landing. It's really not that bad. Alright, so let's check our stuff here. Bari, we're crossing at 3,500. Then we need to basically get to
Airport 6803, confirm descending 2,500 feet.
2,500? Sorry, we caught. We have 3,500. We'll move down to 2,500 now.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay because I think we just need to hit 2,500 before Bipri, and then once we hit Bipri, we'll intercept the glide slope. We should be in good shape, much better than yesterday.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen. As you may have noticed,
Finus,
we've begun our initial
final check.
descent down to our destination.
Minimum is
Now we
auto
take the
brake.
time to wrap up any business
Action
and take care
notes.
of it.
2,500.
If you are up, once you
Landing.
return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till the
Okay. Alright, we are good to go. Once we cross Bipri, we'll turn on the localizer. System to intercept the localizer right here.
Aeroport 603, contact Pulkovo Tower, 118.7. Have a good landing. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for the A2C. Moving over to Tower, Aeroflot 6803.
Bye.
Pulkovo Tower, Aeroflot 6803, 7.5 nautical miles on final approach for runway 28 left.
Airport 6803, Pulkovo Tower, very good evening, identified, continue approach, runway 28.
Say again, was that clear to land?
Airport 6803, negative, continue approach.
100 above.
Continuing approach.
Minimum.
Аэрофлот 2839, ПП 28 лево, освободили Альфа.
Airport 2839, стоянка 108 Альфа по Браво Чарли, поправка по Альфа Чарли.
8 Альфа по Альфа, Чарли, Альфа 2839.
Airport 6803, wind variable 1 meter per second, runway 28 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, Aeroflot 6803.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
We're not too low, we're literally...
Qatari for Charlie Juliet, welcome to St. Petersburg, have a nice evening, bye.
Too low, terrain.
Спасибо за контроль, да,
Too low, terrain. 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 Too low, terrain.
Very, very hot landing.
Too low, terrain. Too low, terrain.
10, 5, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Okay. That was not a good landing. Okay. Let's check.
doors verified.
Airfield 6803, stand 109er Bravo via Alpha Charlie.
Stand 109 Bravo via Alpha. Oh, sorry, Bravo via Charlie. This is Aeroflot 6803. Let's look at this now. Ref, I don't want to look at it here. Let's look at here. Taxi, airport. So, Bravo via Charlie. I'm guessing this is. Where's Charlie? Is this Charlie? Hang on. What the fuck is happening? Alright, so let's get to our stand.
Пулковышка заканчивает свою работу. Работайте Пулково круг 120,3 Stations. Пулково Tower is closing. Contact Пулково Radar 120.3. Bye.
Thank you for your ATC. Okay, I literally don't see Charlie here anywhere. Oh. I guess that's Charlie? What is that? It's 8.12. So it's last one. next one? Maybe it's the last one. Give me stand 109, right? Unfortunately, that's going to be an issue. Let's not touch tips. That's terrible, but it will have to do. We absolutely wing struck that little poor Airbus, but bit of nothing a bit of slew mode can't fix. We're gonna have to choose a different gate because that one will not fit us. I also don't understand the like. I think the scenery's messed up. Like I don't think it's matched. Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna go cheerfully run over that guy over there. Do you mind? Get the fucking way. No respect. They got no respect. Fuck, there's a plane there too. God damn it. It's insane. There's just planes everywhere. Why is that? It's fine. All right. Let's get the jet bridge going and the baggage truck, and we'll wrap it up here. So definitely an experience. It's not gonna let me do a proper deboarding. So there we go. All the passengers are off. And now we just need to power down the plane. Brake engines. Parking brake is set. Engines coming off. Whoa! Oh. Okay. Sick. Okay. Call that good. Well, this was definitely a flight. One of all the flights possible. I think it was a little bit better than our flight to Boston yesterday. Certainly not as the landing wasn't as bad. I wish that I didn't check the speed properly. So it was a very, very hot very hot approach. So outside of that, I mean, we did keep the correct altitudes and all of that jazz. So with that, we're gonna quit MSFS and we'll see you another time.